Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video we'll be learning how to sew this short collar jacket that I did the pattern in my last video. If this is your first time coming across my video, kindly subscribe to the channel as I have a lot of sewing tutorials I'll be posting. Thank you guys, and as you're watching the video, if you enjoy it, please give us a thumbs up. So for this class I'm using what I have. So this is the main fabric I'm using. This is 2 yards. It is 2 yards, and this is a leftover from my last trouser class. Remember that I left some piece of fabric. I didn't use everything. This is what I have left that I'll be combining with this Ankara at the collar area. And this is my suit lining. This is my suit lining. I was supposed to actually get a black suit lining, but when I was rearranging my workspace, I saw this, so this is what I'm using. And this is what my hairstay. This is my hairstay. So this is what I'm using to make my jacket, and of course what with my patterns that I already made in the last class. So this is my pattern. I've cut them out. You can see my sides. I added 1 inch, while other part was what 0.5 inch. Everything other places was 0.5 inch. Even the hem is 0.5 inch. So I've also cut out my sleeve. It's a long sleeve, and I also cut out the lining also. So I've also cut out my lining also for my other part. You can see this is the lining. That's the suit lining. So for these 3 parts, my center back, side back, my side front, I cut with the suit lining. While for the central front, I cut this Ankara as what the lining. So you can actually use, other materials. You can use the exact material, this same Ankara for the lining of the Ankara also. You can use a doll face, you can use a silk, any other material you prefer, but do not use lining for it. Use a better or fine material for the lining of your center front, because that is what will show on your collar when you turn it. So now I'll be cutting hairstay for my center front. This is my hairstay. So I'll be cutting it for my center front. I'm cutting 4 pieces now for the main Ankara and also for the lining Ankara. So you can see that it's 4 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm ironing on everything on the wrong side of the fabric. The wrong side of the fabric of just what's my center front. So if you like, you can actually iron on all your fabric on both the side front, center back, side back. It's your choice, please. So but for me, I'm using it just for the center front. So this is my front pattern. I've added hairstay to the center front for both the main fabric and the fabric I'm using to line it. So as you can see, this is it. So the first thing I'll do now, putting my linings aside. So now I'm joining this to this. From the down part, I'll sew on 0.5 inch, which is the allowance I used. When I get to my shoulder here, I'll do the same for this one also. I'll join from the hem down straight up to my shoulder. So this is it. I've joined and I've ironed it. So this is my front. So now I'm doing my back now. For my back, this is my center back. These are my sides. So now I will take my back to the machine also and join from the down part also, like this. From here down, the same way I did for my front on the 0.5 to the shoulder. I'll do the same for the other side too, for this side. So this is my back. I've joined, I've ironed also. Now I want to join my shoulders first. So the first thing I'll be doing is to join this together. This is my 2 front piece. Yes, so this is the neck. So I'm joining this on what, 0.5, the allowance I used. I'm joining it on 0.5 first. So this is it. I've joined, ironed, open. So now I want to join my shoulders together. So this is my shoulder to shoulder. I'll sew from here like this, ensuring that these lines, my stitch lines, are lines with both the front and back. So I'll keep sewing from here on 0.5, 0.5. When I get to this curve, I'll be careful. You'll be placing it gently, pulling it, and so turning it around the neck like that. I'll sew it like that. You can see with the back neck, I'll be sewing on it like this. When I get here again, I'll be careful with my cuff like that, and join my shoulders to my shoulders like this, from here to here. So this is it. I've joined. So if you noticed what I did here, this square, that's for the front, I actually notched it to open it up so that this place can be easy to sew. So that was what I did round till I get here. So you can see it like this. So this is it. This is my other shoulder. This is my neck. Can you see it? This is my neck, and this is the shoulder, like that. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to join my sides. You can see my notched area aligning for my waist. So I'll join my sides from here on 1 inch down. So my armhole area on 1 inch. Remember, that's the allowance we used. I'll do the same for this other side. Shoulder on 1 inch. And I'll join that to this place. So this is it. Okay, this is my neck. I'm not sure I showed it very well the other time. So this is my neck. I notched here and notched here so it can open up well for me to sew from my shoulder to my neck. So I've joined my sides also. This is it. Join my sides. So this is my neck. You can see it. That shoulder. So this is it. This is my side. So all the process I've done for my front pattern or my main fabric now, I'll be doing it for my lining also, from beginning, from joining my front side, my back, then joining them together, joining the shoulders. I'll be doing all that work for the lining. So I've joined my lining together. That's it. This is my lining. This is the neck also. Joined everything together. So I've done my welt pocket also. I'll drop the video on how to do a welt pocket in the description box. So now this is the right side facing right side. This is right side of this facing the right side of my Ankara. So now I'll pin it round. This is what I'm doing now. My sides aligning. You can see I ironed my sides. I ironed them open. So now I'm going to pin everything round. So this is it. I've pinned round. So I'll be taking to the sewing machine and I'll be sewing everything round. I'll be sewing on 0.5 inch. I'll sew round like this, my sides to my hem, like that, and back to my neck like this. Yeah, on 0.5. So this is it. I've sewn round and round and round and round and round. So I'll notch or curve edges like this place. So I'll be turning it out through one of my armholes, and I'll iron. I was not supposed to show the ironing process, but because of what I want to do. So for this down part, I'll put hemming glue inside, in between this and this. So one thing you can also say is that while sewing your edges, you can sew this along with it. So when you're ironing, you just iron it. It will be inside. You just iron. By the time you turn out, it will be inside it. So you just iron, and it will allow this to stick together very well, and this will not be drooping or showing outside. So but because I didn't sew it on while, I'll be putting it in between while ironing. I'll put it inside while ironing. So you can see, so it's stuck together now. Yeah, so just for my edge, I'll be doing that round. Okay guys, so this is it. I've ironed. You can see the inside. This is the inside of my jacket. So I have just my sleeve left now. So for my sleeve, I actually cut my lining shorter than my main fabric. My lining is shorter. Please ignore this. I had to join because I used 1 yard of lining, so it was not enough, so I have to join to get the lining for my sleeve. So my sleeve lining is actually shorter. Can you see? Shorter than this. So the first thing I'll be doing now, I'll pull it down first. So I'll sew. So if you want to make sure, you can make it shorter by 0.5 inch. So I'll be sewing on this line now. I'll sew them together on this line. So I've done that. I've sewn for both my sleeves. I've sewn them. So the next thing I'll do now, I'll open up like this. Can you see that? Like this. This is my sleeve. My sleeve. So I'll be sewing on my allowance that I added to my armhole. I used 1 inch allowance. So I'll be sewing on 1 inch like that, down, straight to this place on 1 inch. So this is it. I've sewn. Yeah, so I actually left a space here on the lining of the sleeve, on one of the sleeve. It was just on this one I left a space on. So this is the second one. I actually sewed everything. It's covered. You can see I've turned this one already. So this is how it looks. This place. This is how my sleeve look inside and outside. So now I'll be fixing my sleeve to this. But before I do that, I'll make sure I iron first. So I'll iron my sleeve first. I've ironed my sleeve. So I'll be fixing my Ankara sleeve first. That is my main fabric. So I'll push this in. I'm in business with that for now. Ankara to Ankara only. This is the midpoint. So this is my sleeve. I'll be sewing round like that on 0.5 round. I'll do the same for the other side also. For this side also, I'll fix my Ankara sleeve. So I've fixed my Ankara sleeve. This is it for both sides. Yeah, so now I need to fix what's the one inside. So I'll be fixing my sleeve for my lining now. So you know this is my sleeve for my lining. This is my lining. So normally the stitch is supposed to be inside, covered up like this. So you get. So because of that, I'll go in through this other armhole. Then I'll pick this. I hope you are seeing me. So I went in through this armhole for this armhole. Yes, so I'll hold like this. This is the place I've sewn to this place. Hold them together like this. I'll bring it out. So I'll be sewing like this round. So that's I'm sewing round like that, like this. So I'll sew it for round. So this sleeve is done. I've done the lining. So I have this one left. So it is this sleeve I actually left the opening. You can see I've sewn this already from the armhole, but I have an opening here. So I'll be going in through this opening to fix this sleeve. So the same way I did for this side, picking this out like this, inside. Hope you are seeing me. This is the sleeve. So picking them together now like this. So I'll bring it out through this hole. So this is it. So I'll be taking to the same machine now and sewing it round like this. Like this. So this is it, guys. You can see the inside. This is the inside of my jacket. This is the inside. This is the outside. So I have this opening left. So how do I close it? I'll be using my needle and thread to actually to close it. I'll be doing an invisible stitch. So this is the opening. And I've done my needle and thread. So I'll actually iron here first to get my crease line. I want to get the exact line here. So I'll iron it first. So I've done that. So I have this, I have this. So I have to tie my needle. So I have to tie my thread So you can see this going inside here. And go inside here. Can you see that? So I'll come back outside from here. Then I'll go inside here. Inside here. Come out here. Go inside here. Come out here. I want to follow this line. I've done 3 stitches now. Can you see it? This is my 3 stitch. So by the time I pull my thread, can you see? It's all gone. So you won't even see it again. So that's how I'll continue till I get to this place. So this is it. You can see my stitch. So I'm through. I'll pull it in. Can see. All gone. So for my final stitch, so I'll take to the ironing table and iron. And my jacket is ready. So this is it. I wanted to show something. So for those who might not be sure of the allowance that is on their armhole, you can actually take your jacket, get the midpoint for your sleeve and use it. Just place it as if you want to sew it, no, but you're not sewing. You just want to get what your allowance. So you place it round to get what is left. So you pin it. So you match it up with the armhole. So whatever you have left, we can see I still have my 1 inch allowance. I still have my 1 inch allowance. So you just do that also for the other side of your armhole. You keep matching up. Till I get to this midpoint. I still have my 1 inch left for it. So let me just check it. So you can use that method also to get what you are going to sew. So I'll remove my sleeve now and I'll take to the sewing machine. So I'll match it up So I'll take to the sewing machine and sew. You can see that. So